Hey guys, this is William Bonney. It's my first ever video in Rise of Kingdoms. Hope you guys enjoy it. I thought I'd make a video today about the Sunset Canyon basics and then continue on with I guess you could say, a video playlist where I go over different strategies on the attack side and the defensive side. Hopefully you guys enjoy that. It's something that I really like is Sunset Canyon. To tell you a little bit about myself, I'm currently in Kingdom 1017 in the Alliance Elysium. I have 112 million power, and I've been playing the game now just over 400 days. I'm VIP 16 with 435 days logged in and playing. But just so you know a little bit about me, Sunset Canyon is something that I definitely enjoy. And since I've started playing the game, I've pretty much consistently placed in the top 5 of every Sunset Canyon and kingdom that I've been in. I've also placed in the top 100 in KVK version of Sunset Canyon, which is called Lost Canyon. And if you place in the top 100 at the end of the season, you would get placed in the S League. And I've done that in every KVK. So hopefully I can share some of my tips and tricks that I've learned over the time that I've been playing with you guys. Now, why would I make my first video about Sunset Canyon? One, I don't think there's that many great videos about Sunset Canyon out there. I remember when I was trying to figure out Sunset Canyon, there were some good videos out there, but there weren't a ton. So hopefully I can help you guys out with some strategy and tips in these upcoming videos I'm going to make. The other reason I want to make a video about Sunset Canyon is I really enjoy it. It's a form of PvP where there is strategy involved, and it's pretty much the most even playing ground in Rise of Kingdoms. More even than Osiris League, more even than fighting on the field. So it kind of gives you a glance of how you are doing compared to some other players as far as your open field marches and things like that. Also, there's some great rewards that you can get that are sometimes, I think, ignored and underestimated. If we click the rewards button up here in the right hand corner, you can see the rewards right there. And it's nothing to turn your nose up at. You can get up to 12 gold keys a week if you place first every day and also place first for the season. You can also get a maximum of 55 hours of training speed ups and a bunch of XP. So if you're doing that every single week, that's a lot of training speed ups and gold keys for sure. Also, we'll talk about a little bit more. So if you're new to this game, you may not have played in Lost Canyon, but that's basically the brother of Sunset Canyon, which is played during KVK, or Kingdom versus Kingdom. And there's some great rewards there if you finish high there. And typically if you're finishing high in your kingdom, you're going to also finish high in Lost Canyon. And in Lost Canyon, we can go into a little bit more about that later, but basically you get coins the higher you place, and those coins can be used to purchase equipment, patterns and blueprints, and then of course a bunch of other cosmetics and XP and different things like that. And also if you place in the top 100, which is the S League, you will get some speed ups and gold keys and different things like that at the end of the season as well. Plus bragging rights, guys. So this is a leaderboard that everybody sees every day. They look and they see who's in the top 10 of Sunset Canyon and how they're performing. Okay, so let's kind of get into this, and we'll kind of look. This is just going to be a brief overview for you guys, and we're going to get a little deeper into strategy and different things like that down the road. But today I'm just going to go over the rules and some of the basics that are involved here with Sunset Canyon. So if we click the little I button there, it takes us to the rules. And I'm not going to read through everything here, but some things of note are that you get, so for me it says 7 free challenge attempts per day. That can change based on your VIP level. So the higher the VIP, the more attempts you get, 7 being the max. So if you kind of look back here to the different VIP levels, you'll see here at VIP 13, that's when you max out your attempts. You start with 2 and you get an additional 5 attempts at VIP 13, maxing out at 7 that you can do per day. The other way to get more attempts is by completing your dailies. So if you go to your dailies and you complete your dailies, you get this little thing here called a challenge ticket that you can see by completing your daily objectives for the day. And you can get up to 7 of those per week for 7 days. So if we go back into Sunset Canyon and I go to challenge and I'm going to attack someone, you can see I have 7 attempts left today and I've got 7 challenge tickets that I can also use. So I've saved up all my challenge tickets for the week. Now, if you don't use your 7 attempts during the day, they don't carry over. So you want to use all of your attempts that same day. But with the challenge tickets, you can save those up all week. You don't have to use them each day. You can save them up to the very last day and you'll have 7 extra attempts that you can attack people with on your last day. Now, let's look at some more of these rules here. Some of the rules that you might want to be aware of is that what buffs actually get carried over into Sunset Canyon. So this is kind of up for debate. Sometimes you'll hear, but the official rule here, number 6, shows that the only buffs from commander levels, talents, equipment, and VIP troop capacity boost will take effect in Sunset Canyon challenges. So that means that buffs that you might have don't take effect. So up here, if I click the top, I've got a troop defense buff of plus 5% right now. That would not take effect in Sunset Canyon. My City Hall skin gives me plus 10 health to archers and minus 5% defense to infantry and cav. Those would not take effect in Sunset Canyon according to the rules. Also, if I went and got a rune, right now my rune is gold production. But if I got an attack rune or a defense rune or a health rune or something like that, that would also not take effect in Sunset Canyon. Now, I have heard rumors that people say different things take effect, so you can judge for yourself, but I personally have not seen, I have seen these rules hold true, meaning that I don't think that runes, city skin, or buffs that you add on yourselves play any effect in Sunset Canyon, at least not that I have noticed. So keep that in mind. And the other one is that VIP troop capacity. So if we look at VIP, that troop capacity kicks in VIP 14. Plus 5% troop capacity, you can see there. And that does kick in, meaning that instead of having 100,000 troops, you'll have 105,000 troops when you attack. So that's 5% troop capacity. So that does kick in, but according to the rules, these other bonuses from VIP do not kick in. So troop health plus 5% that you get at VIP 13, troop attack plus 5% that you get at VIP 11, those do not kick in. And VIP 17, all damage, also does not play any effect in Lost Canyon. And that's kind of why I was saying earlier that I think it is the fairest playing field in Rise of Kingdoms that we have out there. So looking at some other basics, like I said, you get to attack up to 7 times a day if you're maxed out there. And if you click that challenge button, you'll be able to choose from different opponents that you can attack. And when you go in to attack someone, so if we choose the number 1 person here, and I choose challenge, you can set up your lineup to attack them however you like. So you can move around your troops, you can get rid of armies and choose different commanders and commander pairings in different troops. Now the troop levels are troop level 3, which is another reason I said it's an even playing field. You don't have to worry about T5 or T4. Everybody is tier level 3 for their troops. So keep that in mind as well. So you place them around in order that you want to attack. We'll get into this later as far as attacking strategy, but that's the basics. And then you press OK, and you go ahead and you attack. So you can get out. Once you start an attack, you can always quit out. It does not take a challenge. Now the other side is defense. So people will also attack you. So you need to set a defense. This is my current defensive setup right now. And you can move your defensive setups around however you like, and whatever order you think is the most beneficial for you. And you can definitely play around with it. That's another reason I love Lost Canyon, Sunset Canyon, is because you get to experiment. Try new things, try different pairings, try different troop combinations, see what works best for you, and see what gives you the most success. Okay, hopefully that's a good basic overview for you guys. Hopefully there's nothing too much that probably nothing too new here, but this was just wanted to be a basic overview so you kind of get the gist of things. Later I'm going to get into some deeper strategy. One thing I did miss, I'll go back to real quick. The other thing that does play into it, as you level up your city hall, so if you're new to this game and you notice, hey, I don't have that many armies that I can put on the field, you can look at your city hall, and as you level it up, you can see that your troop dispatch queue goes from 1 to 2 to 3 to 4 to 5, and once you hit city hall level 22, you can dispatch all 5 troops. So that's another thing that does play into effect when you are doing Sunset Canyon, at least in the early game. Once you get this 20 level city hall 22 and above, everybody's on the same even playing field as far as having 5 troops out on the field on defense and on offense. So hopefully this has been helpful to some of you new players out there, and maybe a good refresher to some of you players that have been playing a long time. If you like this type of video or like to see more about Sunset Canyon and Lost Canyon, please leave a comment and also give me some feedback. As this is my first video, hopefully you guys can let me know what you enjoyed, what you didn't like, and maybe some tips for next time for me. Anyhow, thanks for listening. If you liked the video, throw a like, and even subscribe to the channel if you want to learn more about Sunset Canyon and also Rise of Kingdoms going forward. I'll be definitely doing a lot of Rise of Kingdoms content as far as Osiris League, KVK, and Sunset Canyon. So thanks for your time. Peace out, guys, and have a great day.